So I've been trying to figure out a short way to summarize someone's life and how much they've impacted you, and I know I've fallen short as a disclaimer, but one quote from Maya Angelou came to my mind. At the end of the day, people won't remember what you said or what you did, but they will remember how you made them feel. And I remember feeling so loved by my grandmother. And that was the one thing that was certain about her. She loved her grandchildren. She brought us muffins on Saturday mornings. She never forgot our birthdays. She snuck us Mad Money when we were in college. I didn't know what Mad Money was until Grandma gave me some. Took us out to breakfast at the Mediterranean, which is actually where I have some of my earliest memories. And as a little girl, I was fascinated by the yummy-smelling hot drink that she would drink every morning, coffee. And being the good grandmother that she is, she let me try some of hers one morning, and I could not believe why she would torture herself in drinking that bitter stuff every day. Looking back, she probably got a kick out of what my facial expression must have been and was quick to pass me my milk to drink. She made sure to tell everyone about how we were doing in our accomplishments, and I do hear that's a sign of being a pretty good grandparent, by the way. And because of her unfailing memory, as my mom mentioned, she was able to keep track of everything the 5 of us had going on, which is in itself a complete miracle. For example, Ryan and Michael know this well, every single Thanksgiving when someone would bring the dinner rolls out, without fail, she'd say, "You know who loved rolls? Sean. Sean loved dinner rolls. He could eat a whole basket." And so I think it was because one time when she visited Sean and Noelle on the East Coast, he must have eaten a ton and she never forgot it. And she mentioned it every single Thanksgiving. She never failed to tell everyone how Noelle and her equestrian studies were going, and she was in complete awe of the talent that she had with the horses. She told others how Ryan did on races, and anything Michael said or did would make her laugh. She even got to hear about and meet her great-granddaughter, Amber, who's sitting here in the front row. Watching Amber take the world head-on makes me fully believe that she has Dottie in her, because one of the things that stands out to me most about my grandma was her persistence, like it's been talked about, which I also like to endearingly call her feistiness. She was a mere 5'2" and played on her high school basketball team, and as I stand here in front of you at the exact same height of 5'2", I can tell you that that is an accomplishment, and that takes persistence. You've already heard that she did earn her nickname Muscles, and she definitely lived up to it. She went through so much, and I can tell you that her resolve is how she liked her ice cream. Firm. She grew up in the South during the Great Depression, lost her husband at a younger age, got diagnosed with breast cancer, diabetes, Parkinson's, had brain surgery, and truly did experience so much in the last year and a half. Yet she was so strong through all of this. At my church, I helped teach the 3rd and 4th graders, and this morning, actually, we were talking all about Job. To recap, Job went through every pain imaginable. He lost all of his money, his children, his property, his health. His friends told him that he must have done something really wrong to deserve such heartache, and his wife told him he should just curse God and give up. But yet, he still persisted in knowing that God had a plan. The whole purpose was so that God might be seen through him, and this wasn't something that God even ever revealed to him, but Job trusted him anyway. So how did she handle all of these life events? Well, she traveled the world, she selflessly raised 2 kids, she gave back to her community, and she had a smile for everyone she met. I can't help but think that God knew she could handle it. He knew that she would endure with a smile on her face, not just when times were good, but in life when things inevitably weren't perfect. He knew that she wouldn't curse his name, and he did work through her, inspired so many people through her positivity and strength. I'd like to think that my positivity is something that I likely inherited from her, and that's one of the most special things a person can have, positivity and joy in the midst of heartbreak. So I'm so thankful because in a way, she taught me how to cope with her passing, with tears in my eyes but a smile on my face, knowing that she lived such a beautiful life and impacted so many people. I had the honor of putting together the video you're about to see, and it was such a blessing to create it. I got to look back on her life and see that she lived such a beautiful one and had such amazing family and friends. I am so thankful that God gave her to me and to all of you. And I do pray that this video blesses each of you in some way as I tried to capture even a tiny part of who she was and what she accomplished.